Welcome to the District 104 podcast.
Welcome to District 104's podcast series under the supervision of Distinguished Toastmaster Abdul Hadi Mosawi for the year 2023-2024. My name is Toastmaster Nida Tahir. I am currently the Secretary of Tanglore Toastmasters Club and I have competed multiple times in the contests. But enough about me. Today is not about Toastmaster Nida Tahir. Today is about an outstanding Toastmaster that I will have the honor to interview today. And this Toastmaster has been working in Saudi Arabia for 30 years. He's been a Toastmaster since 1995. He is a distinguished Toastmaster. He's been the past District 79 Governor, past Director of District 104 for the Western and Northern region. No other than DTM Joey. I have told everybody about who you are as a Toastmaster, but who is DTM Joey as DTM Joey?
Thank you very much, TM. I believe that the question is very, very provocative. Why? Because, I heard that in order to win a battle, you should know the enemy. In my case, I feel that my enemy is myself because I always limit myself, I always underrate myself, and that was before I joined Toastmaster. But when I joined Toastmaster, I then believe that I am a best creation of God, and as a creation of God, I have also the power to create whatever in my mind to be reality. And when I joined Toastmaster, I saw a lot of people, leaders. They inspired me, they gave me an opportunity to open the world and dream with them. So now, whatever I conceive, I believe in Toastmaster I could achieve.
That's absolutely amazing. You said when you joined Toastmasters, that's when you found leaders to kind of guide you through. But now you are a leader yourself. You're an outstanding leader that people, even me as a new Toastmaster, you didn't know me, but I knew that there's someone called DTM Joey. So can you tell us a little more about that? How was your beginning and who kind of guided you and how did you become who you are right now as a Toastmaster?
Oh, too many people guided me. In the beginning, for example, you may ask why I joined Toastmaster. In the beginning, when we started Toastmasters here, I don't know about Toastmaster. I was just asked to join because my friend asked me to join it in the beginning.
And in the beginning, just to clarify, when was that beginning?
1995. In 1995, there is no Toastmasters here. So my friend, who's a Filipino accountant, brought it from the Toastmasters in Alcobar. And he said, this is a very good program, but I don't know about it. So he said, yeah, just go and join. And because it is an organization meeting, so whoever were invited, we are forced to join. And not this slowly then when I joined Toastmaster that, there is an opportunity here. An opportunity for me to develop myself because I'm not so, I'm shy. I was really shy. I talked when I am asked and stopped from there. I'm not really starting a conversation or like that. I don't also accept roles as leader, but because of Toastmasters, some of the problems that we have, I am forced to do it, and I am very, very happy that I joined Toastmasters because it opened not only opportunity in my profession, but also in the community and outside the Filipino community here in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
That's really nice. I've heard that a lot, that people say they never regret joining Toastmasters because they built connections, long, life-lasting connections, which is absolutely amazing. Now, I have an interesting question I just wanted to ask you. When you first went there, I'm sure that people, was it like now people tell you the second day take a role, or what was the first role you ever took in a meeting, and what's the first leadership you were ever forced into when you became a Toastmaster?
It was at that time, in 1995,
yeah.
It is something that we don't know. The first one, the founding leader in Toastmasters, brought only one sheet of paper. And he said that this is how we are going to do it. we don't have an idea because there is no Toastmasters here. And they told us that we're going to follow this program. In the beginning, because we don't know, so before we're going to have a meeting, there will be like an orientation. There will be a Toastmaster, so you have to do this one and then all that. It's like an orientation of the role.
Right.
Until such time that slowly, we practice it and it becomes like a natural.
So did you have like a timer and table topic master and all that?
Yes, we have all that role player. But it's the first time that we're going to do that because we have not seen it before.
Right, only in Coburn.
Yes, it is a Coburn. We have not attended
Exactly.
a Toastmasters meeting. It is the first organizational meeting. And anyway, we are okay because all of that is Filipino. We are all Filipinos there.
Right.
We have only two professions, group of accountants and group of engineers.
Right.
These are the first time that we meet together and discuss if we are going to continue forming a club.
Okay, so after the orientation, then what was in the first meeting? What's the first role you took?
But I did not take any role
You didn't.
because I am shy, I just went there as one of the participants.
Right.
Actually, even though we have already established the Toastmasters Club, the Tanglao Toastmasters Club, your club now, was that it took me some time before I took the role.
Right. And what was the first role that you got you took? Which one was it? Timer? Was it grammarian? You don't remember?
I could not remember, but I was given the opportunity to be the secretary of the
Okay.
club
That's amazing.
when it started. Why? Because the organizing officers are very close to me and they wanted some help. So even though I don't know what I'm going to do there, because it's secretary, so it's only writing what's happening and then preparing for it to be presented in the next meeting. So I accepted it.
Nice. Yeah, I think you learn a lot by being the secretary because you're taking the notes of what's happening, so you learn faster. That
Yes,
way,
yes. That was an opportunity for me to learn.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
In that time, we didn't have pathways. We have pathways now that we use, right? So what did we have then when you started the program?
In the beginning, before Pathways, we had what we call the two-track system of education.
Right.
What is it? That when you join the club, of course, you wanted to be a distinguished Toastmaster because that is the ultimate dream of every Toastmaster, to be a distinguished Toastmaster. In order to do that, you have to follow two tracks, and it is according to the manual. The first track is communication track, and then the other one is leadership track. You have to complete all these two tracks, and then you get the Distinguished Toastmaster project to become a Toastmaster. In the communication tracks, you have to start with the competent communicator. This is what the title is given to you when you finish. It's about 10 projects and about 10 group of skills that you have to complete according to the manual in order for you to be awarded the title of a competent communicator.
Right. Okay, so are the skills like humorous or what kind of skills?
The skills, of course, at the beginning is that you have to know your topic, you have to take vocal variety, you have to do the gestures, all of these that are basic in order for you to stand up and deliver a good speech. Later on, when you finish the competent communicator, you're going to advance to be an advanced communicator bronze. Here you're going to take 2 projects in advance. Where if you wanted selling, for example, you wanted humorous, these are specific.
Right.
5 project every manual. So for example, if I will take selling, meaning persuasive communication, then I will take 5 projects to finish that one. And then I will take another one. When I finish the 2, then I will be given the I will be given the certificate and award as an advanced communicator bronze. Another 2 become silver, another 2, and then advanced communicator gold. And then you stop there.
Gold is it?
You finish you finish the communication track. But you can also do parallel the leadership.
So the leadership one included what?
Oh, the leadership.
meeting.
There is another. Yeah, there is another manual for leadership, and these are the meeting rules. Role player. You take, for example, 4 times as timer, 4 times as accounter, 1 time as table topics master. Then you complete the competent leader award, and then you will take the competent leader bronze and competent leader silver. Why? What are you? After you have done all the role playing, then you become a competent leader. You are going to deliver a seminar. There are projects in the seminar. If you finish this one, then you will be given the advanced leader bronze. So before now we have, for example, level 1 and level 2 and level 3. Before, no, was that the first role is to be a competent communicator, competent leader. So when you are asked, because so of course we are not yet, we are Toastmaster in the beginning, then you will say, competent leader, competent communicator, Toastmaster, Joey Villanueva.
Okay.
So this is how we are addressing ourselves before.
That's interesting. That's really nice. So would you say, in your opinion, that being a DTM when you had the CC manuals was easier than becoming a DTM now? Because now they require the YLP points, and there's so many points, area director and stuff like that.
We have also the same. We have all the same. The only difference is that it's really manual. In other words, my CC or my competent communicator manual should always be there. All my speeches will be there, recorded. If I lost my manual, then I could not apply for my CC educational award because my manual was lost. What do you mean? Because at the end of the manual is the summary of the speeches and the project that you have. You have to sign it, signed by your VP, and then you have to photocopy, you have to scan it and send a copy to Toastmasters International so that you will be given the title
So
of
not the
the competent.
BPE wouldn't approve it.
The BPA is going to approve sign the summary of the project that you have finished.
Right. So do you prefer that way than this way, or do you
Well,
have a preference?
If you're going to ask the old Toastmaster,
They
because
prefer
everybody don't want change, even though it is the reality, isn't it? So why I have to change when I am used with it? So if you're going to ask the past Toastmaster, they're always prepared the what we call that one as legacy system, because from the time starting 2024 up to 2018, we are using that one. So for that long, we're using that system, only some upgrades, but generally it started from the beginning until we have the changes in the pathways.
Yeah, true. That's true. So I want to ask you, you said you started with the first club in Jeddah basically, but it was a corporate club at that time, was it? Or was it Tanglo?
No, it is a community club, like the club
Okay,
Tanglo.
like Tanglo.
The club that you were
Oh,
in.
it was Tanglo.
Yes.
Right, okay, that's absolutely amazing. So then we were talking before we started the interview about how things used to be segregated because back then Saudi Arabia was different and people were thinking differently. How did we come from there to here? District 104, did it exist since you started, or did it come to form? Tell us a bit of the history that we don't
You know,
about.
in the beginning, when we started 1995, there is only one club here in Jeddah, and that is Tanglao. And we are 287U. You know, that is the number. You know the number of your club, is it? 287, I think, that is there. And we have U. When a number of a club, of a charter club is U, meaning it is unrestricted. For example, if it is a country and you're going to start a club, you are going to start as unrestricted because there is no other club, so there is no district. There is no District 79, there is no District 104 in Saudi Arabia. We have one club in Jeddah, we have 2 clubs maybe in Riyadh, and 1 club or 3 clubs in Al-Khobar. But these are existing independently without any connection with each other.
Right.
So since we have so many clubs in the GCC, then they thought, why not we put a district? Because if you don't have a district, you don't have area director. You don't have, before we call area governor, we don't have division governor, we don't have district director. You operate as a separate and independent club directly reporting to Toastmasters International. So your leadership experience will only be limited in the club.
True.
So if you wanted to experience, for example, the way of how to manage and be leader of different clubs, you cannot do it because we don't have an area.
That's true. Yeah.
So when I become a president, which is about 7 to 8 years after we joined Toastmaster, there was an invitation. All the Toastmasters in GCC, not only in Saudi Arabia, we're going to meet in Bahrain. It will be a informal district conference, and we're going to decide if we're going to create a district for GCC, the whole of the Middle East. And on that particular, we call it gathering, we decided that we're going to create a
And how
district.
many people gathered in that meeting?
Many. But it is the first time that I participated on that. Although, but three years before, they have already started from Riyadh, and then they brought to Dubai, and then Bahrain, and then also Jordan came in. There are so many, and it is an international.
And
Because-
everybody mutually agreed that we want
Yes, and then all the president and the vice president signed an agreement that we're going to create a district, because it's not easy to create a district. You are going to put together. There is a what we call a territorial council first, meaning it is a provisionary district, because Toastmasters International will find out if you can really manage a district. And so we started with the territorial council, but because we are very strong, immediately after the next year we have become a provincial district, and then after that we become a district 79 for the whole of Saudi Arabia, UAE, then
That was the
Bahrain.
first Gulf district.
Yes,
79.
yes.
Right.
yes.
And you were like a pioneer in
Yes.
that.
Well, that's we are part
Yeah.
of it. Because by that time we have already about 4 to 5 clubs here in Western region, in
Right.
Jeddah in particular.
Right. Were they like always English clubs only?
Yes, in the beginning it's all English.
Or English? And how was the contest when you were only one club, Tanglod? And how did you participate in the contest? Were the contests the same like we have now?
Yes, but it is only club.
That's it.
A club level only. Now, there is an international contests when you are in the club. What we call is the speech tape contests. This is international. All the undistricted clubs, they are going to compete among themselves in the club, and whoever the winner, we have to take that winning speech and send it to Toastmasters International. And one time, we have one champion in tape speech contest for all the world.
Really?
Yeah, distinguished Toastmaster Ben Guerra is the Tanglao representative that brought us championship on the tape speech contest.
So his tape was sent to Toastmasters International.
Yes,
And then
yes.
he competed with who?
And then they are going to put them together. They have a judge, and then after that, they are going to tell you if one of you become winner.
Yeah, that's nice. And what about like the judges training and everything was the same?
Well, in the beginning, since it is only club,
Yeah.
we have also some judges training, but of course, it is only limited to the club. And when it is in the club, there is no strict rules, because in the beginning, anyway, it is this is a contest among yourselves. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You said that you so basically the Gulf became District 79.
9. Yes.
But now we're District 104, so we're more independent. How did that happen from 79 to 104? Such
Okay.
a,
No, actually, when we are 79, which was goal for GCC Toastmasters, the clubs that have a lot of growth is in Saudi Arabia. So when we have too many clubs already in Saudi Arabia, we said we wanted to have our own district in Saudi Arabia.
So it was like a fight.
Yeah, so,
Independence.
well actually, the Toastmasters really wanted that because you can only see growth when the district divides, and we call that reformation. So we did the reformation, and this time Saudi Arabia as one district, the whole of Saudi Arabia is going to reform, and we reform. The one club, which is GCC, become two districts. District 20 and District 79. But because District 79 was assigned to us, we from the beginning from the Gulf become Saudi Arabia as District 79, and the new district is District 20. And it is
79
those.
was just Saudi Arabia now.
Now, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. And it is the first time that we have an opportunity to be #1 district in the world.
Wow, that's amazing. What year was that in, approximately? Do you remember?
With the 2014, right? 2012 or maybe something like that. Yeah.
And
Was it
from 79, how did 104 come about?
now 79? Because we are very also good in founding new clubs here in Western region. Then I have a problem because there are so many senior leaders in Riyadh and in Al Khobar.
Right.
So during the election, for example, if the conference is in Riyadh or in Eastern region, then the participants in Jeddah will only few. So if we're going to have our candidates and there will be election there, when you have only few representatives from Jeddah, we will always be losing. So we could not elect our the trio in the district.
Yeah.
So my view by then is that we're going to have our own district, because if I have our own district, the contest will be between us here only in Western region. Our trio will be within Western region. And of course, when you are this, for example, trio, every time that there will be training, we are sending them to different countries, especially if the convention is in the US, all the trio will be given an opportunity to go to the US. Our champion will be given an opportunity to compete international right away, instead of competing from Riyadh and Eastern. Because of the great number of clubs here in Jeddah, we manage. Yeah. So when I finished my term as district governor, I was given the opportunity to be the reformation chairman. Reformation chairman is the one who's going to plan on how to divide the club and apply for the reformation of dividing the district into two districts. And when I submitted that one, approved by the District 79, it was also immediately approved by Toastmasters International. So in 2017-2018, we started Western region as a separate district.
Right, that's amazing. But then COVID hit, right?
Yes, and that is one of the greatest problem that we
That was
have.
right after, I think. You just
No, not really, because we started in 2017 and 2013. You know, when we started with about 135 clubs here in Western region, including, of course, Jizan and Abha, 135. But because of some problems, the clubs went down from 135 up to about 88 only. We lost so many clubs.
was this during COVID?
Yeah, not during COVID, because 2018, 19, 2019 to 2020, and then I was elected 2020, 2021. And because we are worried, when your club continues to decline, there is an opportunity that the Toastmasters International will stop you as a district.
Mm-hmm.
So we're worried because we have fought for so long, no, to have our own district, and then suddenly it will not. So I was given an opportunity to be district director of 104 in 2020 and 2021. But the problem is there is COVID. Our term then is that we should maintain the number of clubs that we have. And yes, we maintained from 88 to make it 90, and then we ended up 91. But when it is 2 years, so 2021, 2022, still there is COVID or limited movement only, until such time that in 2023, from 135, when we started 2023, 2024, we have only 66, about 66 clubs.
What do you think the reason is for the decline?
Well,
Initially,
in the beginning, the problem is, of course, we are a new district. And because we are a new district, our leaders are still young. And we lack the experienced leader to do it. And there are some problem also here in Saudi Arabia during that time. We have, not only in Saudi Arabia, but also GCC, most of the expat members that we have went final exit. So most of our numbers, especially our leaders that are already seniors, went home. And that's why I'm saying was that in order for us to have a very strong district, we should make sure that we have a lot of locals. Because in the end, expats is going to go, who is going to be left with our district. We don't want that we started the district and it suddenly die. So we have to make sure that the locals, the Saudis, should be very effective. And this is one, before the 104 event, we have a very strong campaign of creating a language clubs, or languages, because that's why we also push for Arabic, we have also Filipino, we have Malayalam, we have many languages. This is part of our strategy in order to boost the number of clubs in our district.
When you say that one of the issues is that the new kind of Toastmasters started taking leadership roles and the experience, what do you mean exactly? Do you mean that they weren't familiar with the history of how this district came to place, or?
Not only that, but of course, when you are already a senior leader, you know how to encourage, how to motivate and inspire the new members. Because, for example, like me, I don't know what's Toastmaster. So if I don't know Toastmasters, then I may not attend the meeting. Or you attend the meeting because the people there are not experienced. The Toastmasters meeting is not so encouraging to attend to. So I will come and then I will see that nothing happened there. I will not come again, isn't it? So it is very, very essential because as well, the product of Toastmasters is the meeting. So if the meeting is organized by an experienced individual, then there is no proper preparation, there is no proper quorum in there. Then it becomes a disaster. It's like a burger which is half cooked. Then who is going to take it?
Steak, is it?
Yes.
So would you think that experience is what makes the leaders good, or is it the drive and motivation that can also make a new Toastmaster actively participate?
We always remember what is our motto in Toastmaster, isn't it? We learn by doing. The very reason why Toastmaster has been here for 100 years is that our education is different from the school education that we have. Remember, in education that we have a teacher, and we're going to learn from them in addition to the books and also the way we are learning. But here in Toastmasters, we are following the simple rule. The best teacher is experience. So if you lack experience, then how can you continue to encourage more people? Isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's why we wanted you to experience, because Toastmaster is actually a journey of experience.
It is, yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a lecture that you listen to, you actually do learn by doing it.
Yes, yes. So, and this is, that's why I am always encouraging people to come and join Toastmasters. Why? Because to learn from experience is very expensive. But here in Toastmaster, you pay for a certain amount and you learn from, well, if there are 20 people there in Toastmasters meeting, then you pay for a certain amount and you learn from 20 people's experience. Imagine that. You could not learn it from the internet. All of these 20 will not publish their experience in the internet. It is only there that you're going to personally experience, observe, feel the emotion.
That's an amazing point, actually. I'll keep that in mind. I loved it. Now, we talked a lot about the district and District 104. I want to talk about DTM Joey now. DTM Joey, from what I know, is that your family is also in Toastmasters. So how did that come about? Your wife is also a Toastmaster, and I think your kids? Yeah? Can you tell us a little more about that?
Well, we have always a problem of when you join, for example, a Toastmaster, and there is a responsibility there, then you should also have time for the Toastmaster. And when we are starting to organize our district, for example, for example, if you are a member of 7 Club, and every other week there will be a meeting, then in 2 weeks you have at least 7 meetings. But if you are also an officer, you have another meeting for Excel. So there will be conflict with your family, isn't it? So in order for me to have no problem with my wife, I brought my wife in Toastmasters. Well, you know, in the beginning, when we are doing our meeting, this is the time that we are still young and our children are still small, and both of us member of Toastmasters, we brought our kids in the meeting. You know, before, it's very hard to have a meeting. We are not allowed to use the hotel, for example, at meeting. So we managed to go with Pizza Hut, for example. We will, because there are some Filipino managers of a Pizza Hut before, so we talk to them. We do our meeting there. And remember, Pizza Hut has a playground. So we brought our children there while they are playing. We are also doing Toastmasters. And that's how we are. So we enjoy all together. We enjoy attending Toastmasters, and our children will still be there.
Yeah, that's nice.
So even though in the beginning, or they are still small, they are already oriented with Toastmasters. So that's why when they become grown up, we also enroll them when they are still here.
So what advice would you give? I feel a lot of Toastmasters, they do struggle with that point if they're married Toastmasters, that how do we balance the Toastmaster life with the work life and home life? What was your opinion on that from your experience?
I always thinking about that, and we are talking about balancing. I said, I think there is no balancing. It is a matter of giving what you have. Or, see, there are people who say that they can do different things at one time. But generally it is not, isn't it? Every computer has to do the first instruction before the others. Here in Toastmaster, we always believe that the reason you are there is because of your family. So when I joined Toastmaster, I joined with my family. I'm doing this because I wanted to improve myself. When I improve myself, for example, I become confident, then whatever things that I do to do, whether it is personal or professional, I will always be winner, isn't it? So whatever my achievement is, will be achievement of my family. So if I do an achievement in Toastmasters, it's not because of myself. It is the achievement of my family.
Yeah.
So wherever I am with my family.
So you kind of made it a part of life, your way of life, more than
Yes,
a part of
yes,
life.
yes.
Yeah.
Very, very simple, isn't it? You always ask the member of Toastmaster, do you believe that if you stop learning, it is also your start of dying? If you say yes, then you always join Toastmaster, because here in Toastmaster, you continue learning, so you continue living. Out of Toastmaster, if you stop learning, then you start dying, isn't it?
It's true. It's true. I mean, what else would you just do? There's nothing else to do. So it's better you invest your time in something that you can.
Yes.
So did you see a difference in your kids while growing up? Is there something?
Very much, and that's why I encourage really to have the youth leadership training, because remember, when you encourage children to think to be creative, to stand and be confident in speaking in public, they will very good in their college life later on. So my children, they are used to participate in our youth leadership training before. So when they went back to the Philippines and they entered college, it is very easy for them to do reporting because they've been trained.
Exposed to
Yes, yes.
Did you enjoy? Did you used to be very active and kind of you're not as active now? Are you still as active? Because I haven't seen you that much since I've become a Toastmaster. So is there something I'm missing in the middle? Did you get busy?
Well, was it was it in the beginning which we were doing the organization of our district? I am very active. For example, if an area director, when you are a division director, you are managing people, especially when you are for example, when I become a district director, that is the whole of Saudi Arabia. I will be here in Jeddah, the next week I will be in Riyadh, the next week I will be in Al-Khobar, isn't it? So I will be all over the place. But when other leaders will come, then you have to settle up, take it, because that is already their role. If it is necessary, I will come to help. But I am not going to, because that is not the role of the son. Remember, you are going to learn by doing. See, if I will tell you what to do, so I will still be there, then you are not going to learn. So that's why I will always be at the back.
But as a Toastmaster in a regular meeting, do you attend them nowadays or?
Yeah. Because I am a member of how many? Five clubs.
Right.
See, I am a member of Campi Toastmasters Club, IMG Toastmasters Club, OMG Toastmasters Club, Voice Toastmasters Club. Oh yeah, it's about four clubs.
Right. So I think that's not in Division C. So can you tell just a little brief about the divisions?
Yeah, was it in we are in division
C.
No, G.
You're in G, right?
Yeah, most of our clubs as now is in division G, and of course, as I said, although I can be very active in one club, but I don't want to preempt the leadership planning and the activity of the officers of the club, even the area and even the division. But if you ask my opinion, then I can give. But I will not give it when it is not solicited because it is not proper.
Right. Okay. So is there what's the difference between all these divisions then? Why aren't we just one big division?
No, remember that this is part of our leadership growth. In the beginning, you are the president of officer of the club with 20 people only. Then we are going to prepare you for a bigger role. So you go with the area. Area is about 3 to 4 or up to 5 clubs. So you are now managing if one club is a restaurant, for example, you are now working and managing 4 restaurants. In other words, your role now is to make sure that all these 4 restaurants will be profitable. Otherwise, somebody is going to replace you.
Yeah.
Now, when you do that, then there is a much bigger one when you have the division. The division is now overseeing not only 4 clubs, but 4 areas with 4 divisions. Mm-hmm. So if it is 4 by 4, it's already 16, or by 3, it's already 12. Remember? So why we are doing this one? Because of protocol in leadership. We are preparing you to be to handle more responsibility, more people, more organization. Because your intention is to develop you to be a leader of the district. So when you are going to start your leadership training, you started with the area, with the division, and here now comes. You know, when we started our district, 104, we have 11 divisions.
Right.
Now we have 5 divisions only. We lost 6. Imagine.
Inactive clubs?
Huh?
Inactive clubs?
Well, was that when a club is inactive, then we lost also the area and wealth
And when
division.
did this happen? Did this happen during COVID?
No, it happened from the beginning. We started with 135 clubs, 11 division, and 37 areas. You know how many we have? We have only 17 areas now and 5 division. You know, when I become the district director of the governor of District 79, we have 345 clubs all over Saudi Arabia. So imagine how to manage it.
Yes, yeah.
So that's why we don't want you to be burned out right away. So from the club we go to the area, and from the area we go to the division in preparation for you to handle all this.
Handle the whole district.
Yeah.
That's right. Before we wrap up, I have a personal question I just want to ask you. Now, Toastmasters is all about positive energy, and it's all about positive vibes and all that. However, being realistic, in Toastmasters, you meet different kinds of people. I mean, everybody has a different personality, and it's not always positive. You have clashes from people who maybe don't have the same mindset. How do you get through those conflicts and still see Toastmasters as a positive place?
Yes. Well, that's why we have conflict resolution in one of our project. We have conflict resolution in one of our manuals. You can do that one. But I would be tested 2 times on this one. Is that in the beginning? Do you know that when I'm District 79 Governor, our conference was stopped?
Right.
Because there are some Toastmasters who doesn't like that we will be very successful, so they reported to the government authorities that we have a district conference and there is no permit. So the district, we started already, was that we have the world champion international here in Jeddah already. The current president of the Toastmasters International, Aditya Murad, she was the international director before. She came here as representative of Toastmasters International. We did our conference there in Batarji University. We started already the contest for the gavel, and we are going to prepare for the district EXCOP meeting. And then the Mutawa and some other came. They said, right away, you stop.
Oh no, somebody complained.
We have many members of Toastmasters and guests from Al-Kubar and from Riyadh. They're already here. Imagine, because if you are the district director, you will not anymore appear. It is shameful. But
So that happened while you were the district director?
Yes, I was the governor. My wife was because at that time, this Thursday afternoon is the start of the conference. I was going to the conference from work, and then they told us that they told me that the authorities came, and then was it? You know Abdullah Filimban?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
This thing is Abdullah Filimban is one of the chairman of the committee. They asked for the Saudi representative
Right.
because they could not talk to us anyway. We are expat, and he said was that they were given was this one like a guarantee that they are going to stop the activity that we have now, and if ever they're going to do this without this one, all of them they're going to be called, and maybe they will be jailed because of that. So
Because it wasn't legal, like you didn't have legal
yes, because they said although when you are going to do an activity in the school is responsible. So without formal approval from the government, it should be, because it is supposed to be a school activity.
Sure.
But they did not, because somebody
Complained.
so if you are the district or the district governor by that time with all this problem, Do you think you will feel happy that these people is doing this for us? Of course, no. But we accepted it, and we
But it
wanted.
must have taken you time to overcome it, right?
What was it? We gathered all our members. We went to Ramada Hotel, and then then we said what we are going to do. But remember, when there is problem and circumstances like this, then the opportunity came. You know what happened was that we come up with a program. All the Toastmasters, whether from outside Jeddah or inside Jeddah, since we are already there, we're going to have a tour. So we went a cultural tour. We visited, we rented some buses, and then we did. This is the first time that these people, even those in Saudi Arabia, who visited the museum here in Jeddah, yes. And then after that, we rented a a big ship, and then we put all the people there, and we have some time from the morning until afternoon outside near Red Sea, and then we did the training there, and yes, inside. So even though it is hard for us to accept that there are people who doesn't want us to be successful, it did not put it in a negative shape.
It didn't break.
I did not allow them, no, that I will be negative and I will be feeling different from them. It becomes an opportunity for us to tell them that, this is a Toastmasters opportunity for us to do that. And it is the first and the last time that we did it in our district conference. Yes.
You said there were two
And of course, the second one is during the pandemic. The pandemic is different, but of course, we have already a problem of pandemic, and there are still some people who wanted that, the clubs in District 104 are going down. So why not you close District 104 and join with District 79? So there's still some people, and these are district leaders, huh? So I experience it, but this experience will never make us negative. Instead, we will be more positive, because by doing so, we're going to prove to them that they're not wrong. They are not wrong, but they are right because they make us strong.
That's really interesting. I really like that point. Thank you so much, Joey. Is there anything you would like to tell the district before we end our podcast?
Well, I have a few actually. I really wanted the new Toastmasters and also the upcoming Toastmasters to be like sponge, join Toastmaster and learn from whatever it is. It is said that you could not stop the water and bring back to mountain the flowing water of the river. So the opportunity is now for each one of you. Be a Toastmaster and develop yourself, because it will help you a lot, isn't it? And then for the district officers, District 104, I know that we have all the opportunity to make our district big. We have already proved it before. When we become the #1 district in the world, this is because of the growth in Western region. So we can do that again, isn't it? And I believe that if we continue to make our district big and bigger, then our mission of bringing the benefit of Toastmasters to many people will be realized. And I believe it is also an opportunity for them to be thankful and benefit from the Toastmasters educational system.
Thank you so much, DT and Joey, for your time. I really learned a lot today, honestly, and I appreciate all the answers that you've given me. I personally will be taking something home today, so thank you so much. Thank you for coming. And that is all for the District 104 podcast with our outstanding DTM, Joey.